Hello, good afternoon class. Today we will start with the another concept which is called as macro environment. Now what is macro environment? There are number of common approaches how the external factors which are mentioned in the definition of Krun and which describes the micro environment can be defined and can be examined also. These factors indirectly affect the organization but cannot be controlled by it. The major external and uncontrollable factors that influence an organization's decision making and affects its performance and strategies are called as macro environmental factors. Company is immediately surrounded by micro environment which thereafter surrounded by macro environment. These components of macro environment are shown in this figure. You can see in the middle there is a company or organization, and company is immediately surrounded by the micro environment. Which are the various factors of micro environment? We have seen in my last video that components of micro environment are competitors, public, customers, suppliers, and intermediaries. Now after this micro environment, the company and micro environment is surrounded by macro environment. You can broadly classify macro environment into eight parts: economical environment, socio-cultural environment, demographic environment, political environment, legal environment, regulatory environment, technical environment, and environmental environment. Now we will see each and every environmental factor one by one. First of all, we will start with economic environment. What is economic environment? The concept is the economic development of a country is an important element when scanning the economic environment. Countries are often categorized either developing countries or developed countries. The exchange rate of a company can have an extensive impact on the profitability of the business. Relatively small changes in the exchange rate may be the difference between profit and loss. Meaning of the economic environment is the economic factors of the business environment are all the variables that impact how customers or consumers spend their money and the power of that purchase. So, spending habits of the consumers and power purchase habits of the consumers are included in the economic environment. These are multiple factors that exist at a time. That's why it is very complex in nature. The study of economic environment include various aspects like following aspects: inflation rate and interest rate of the country, growth in the spending power, rate of the people in pensionable age, whether it is going through the recession or boom industry cycles, then customer liquidations and balance of sharings. The economic environment can impact both the organization's production and the consumer's decision making process. It also implies the customer's purchasing habits and how frequently they buy. An example of economic factor is the recent recession influenced people to spend less and save more, which has impacted the current consumer spending patterns. Also, we can include the impact of GST, the GST decision on the prices of the products and services. So, this is all about economic environment and how that affects the organization. Now we will move towards the next important factor, that is socio-culture. This can be treated as macro environment part 2. The concept is when looking at the socio-cultural environment, it is important to consider the social values of the environment. Organizations look at cultural characteristics of the society and consider all the values, customs that are often associated with the culture, while they try to market and sell the product or services. The meaning is the socio-cultural environment looks at the demographic characteristics of the current business environment. It looks at the values, customs, and norms of the environment of which a company or organization is placed. So, studying a socio-cultural environment is important. The study of socio-cultural environment includes various aspects like the values and beliefs of the consumers, the languages of the consumers, the religion they follow, the education level of the consumers, and the lifestyle of the consumers that they purchase. The impact of the products and services your organizations bring to the market have on the society must be considered. Any element of the production process or any products and services that are harmful to the society should be eliminated to show your organization is taking it the social responsibility. Recent example of this environmental and how many sectors are being forced to review their product and services in order to become an environmental friendly or socio cultural friendly approaches. So, this is all about socio-cultural environmental factor. Now we will move towards next important factor, which is called as demographic environment. It is also said that it is the macro environment part 3. The concept is this can be beneficial to a marketer as they can decide who their products would benefit most and tailor their marketing plan to attract that segment. So customers are divided not physically but logically in various segments, and the marketers or the company providers should produce such products and services that should fit the needs of the exact consumers. So that's why it is important to analyze the demographic profile of the consumers. Demography covers many aspects, those are important for marketers, including family dynamics, geographic shifts, and level of diversity in the given area. Meaning, this refers to studying the human populations in terms of size, density, location, age, gender, race, and the occupation of the consumers. This is very important factors to study for the marketers and help to divide the population into various smaller market segments and the target markets. So because of studying the demographic profile, companies can identify their target markets and accordingly they can produce their products and services. The study of demographic environment includes the following aspects, including the age of the consumers or age slots of the consumers, their sex, then their education level, occupation and the income sizes, then geographical concentration and dispersion, urban area and rural area population. Maybe you can say that few of the products which are demanded by the urban population may be different from the rural population. It also helps to develop all the accessories and supporting of the businesses. For example, establishment of a cement factory or steel plant in a backward area will generate employment not only in the factory itself but a full-fledged market to cater the consumption and needs of those employees shall be come also. So this is all about the important demographic profile. Now we will move towards the next factor that is called as political environment. Micro environment part 4, political environment. The concept is like this. Generally the government is a political institution but has a special purpose. It provides the ways and meaning of maximizing the social benefits and minimizing the social cost. So maximizing social benefits and minimizing social costs is that way you can say the duties of the government. In the present world, government interference in the business activity is a hard fact. The meaning is the company or organization needs to consider the political environment when catering business strategies. The entire political environment includes looking at government policies and risk and instability of the current political factors. So, being a investor in any organization, if you want to invest in a country where there is a political instability, then naturally the investors will think before investing, because they are investing to get profits and that country should be politically stable. The study of political environment includes various aspects like taxation policy of that country, the trade regulation, the stability of the government, the unemployment policies of the government, the political stability, etc. The political risk can include an unexpected loss of ownership due to government takeover, that is, nationalization, or changes in labor laws which might increase the cost of the company's workforce. So, because of smaller changes or the government's decision, it can have a major impact on any organization. That's why study of this political environment is essential. However, often business can be anticipated issues by performing a political risk analysis. So, this is a part of environmental scanning. You can analyze the political risk before taking your decisions. The political instability can influence the business and the duration of the time the businesses or organization is profitable. So, this is all about the political environment. Now, we will move towards next important, which is called as legal environment. So, legal environment is micro environment part 5. The concept is like this: the legal environment includes the laws and the regulations of any state or any country. The laws and regulations will influence the way in which the organizations will market or sell the product and services. The meaning is the history of business legislation during the past 100 years has been characterized by three distinct legislative philosophies. Those are to prevent monopoly and to protect competition. So, should be prevented and competition should be protected. To protect individual consumers, because it is a consumer centric process, and to protect the society. So, these are the important philosophies of the legislation. The few important laws that affect the businesses are the Import and Export Control Act 1947, the Factories Act 1948, the Industrial Development and Regulation Act 1951, Monopolies and Restrictive Trade Practices Act 1969, then Foreign Exchange Management Act 1999, Securities and Exchange Board of India, that is SEBI Act 1992, Consumer Protection Act, which is Important Act 1986, and Environmental Protection Act 1986. Legal systems plays a significant role in businesses. Business law is the complex system of regulation that forms the legal environment of business. Knowledge of business law is necessary for many marketing decisions. So, before we move on to the next part, which is regulatory, that is macro environment 6, I hope you have understood this legal environment. Now, we will move towards next environment, that is regulatory environment, micro environment 6. The regulatory environment includes the laws and regulations of a state or country. The laws and regulations will influence the way in which the organization will market or sell the products and services. The meaning is the legal factors influence trade arguments between the different governments and the states. The governments that have a well developed public policy about selling and marketing goods may limit competition and place other obligations on retailers. The few important laws that can affect businesses are the employment laws, the healthy and safety law, the product safety, advertisement regulations, product labeling, and labor laws. Rules set by regulations are supported by penalties to ensure the compliances. So this is about regulatory environment. Now next important is the macro environmental part 7, that is technical environment. We are in advanced technical environment nowadays. The concept is technological environment is becoming a lot more important in the modern day business environment. New technology produces an opportunities for companies and organizations to create, sell and promote a product. Technology is rapidly growing, constantly changing and forever changing. Here the meaning is technological environment is perhaps one of the fastest changing factors in the macro environment. It also requires a company to stay ahead of others and update their own technologies as it becomes outdated. They must stay informed of trends so that they can be part of the next big things rather than becoming outdated and suffering the consequences financially. As these markets develop, it can create new markets and new use of various products or services. The study of technical environment includes various factors like internet, e-commerce, social media, electronic media, research and development, and rate of technological changes. Telecommunication technology, example cell phones and laptops, are increasingly the opportunity within the organization to promote and sell a product. The internet has made information available to the customers to easily compare current prices of a product or services with the prices of the competitors of the same product or similar type of products and services. The internet also created more opportunity to the market, the product or services via the use of social media. So we are into the technological advanced environment. So we should make use of this. So this is beneficial to industries also and to consumers also. Now we will move towards the next macro environment, environmental environment, macro environment part 8. The concept is the environmental factors includes natural resources that are affected by the process of selling and marketing products and services. The two main environmental trends that need to be considered when evaluating the natural environment are the increased population and growing shortage of various raw materials. The meaning is the Earth's renewal of its natural resources, such as forests, agricultural products, marine products, etc., must be taken into account. There are also natural non renewable resources, such as oil, coal, minerals, etc., that may also impact the organization's production. The study of environmental environment includes various aspects like the competitive advantage, waste disposal, energy consumption, and pollution monitoring. The government regulations are creating practices that encourage the environmental sustainability. You are also having a separate subject called as environmental sustainability. A business might, for example, utilize recyclable and biodegradable packaging, thus making the most environmental opportunities to create a sustainable organization in the culture of natural environment. That's why various new concepts like EHR, e-marketing, e-operations are developed in the businesses. Now this is all about the environmental environment. Now, as we have just seen what is meso environment, I will just give some brief about meso environment, though that is not there in your syllabus. The meso level is stated between the macro and micro level. This field deals with the design of the specific environmental the enterprises. It is also decisive importance that the layout of the physical infrastructure, that is transport, communication and power distribution systems, and of the various sector policies, especially of the education, research and technology, policies are oriented towards competitiveness. In addition, the design of the trade policy and the system rules, for example, environmental norms and technological or technical safety standards, which contributes to development of natural advantage of the competition is relevant. Like on the micro level, on the meso level, new pattern of organizations and steering must be developed. The state shall give impulses and mediates between the enterprises, association, sciences and intermediate institutions. The design of locations become like the continuous process on the basis of the efforts of the enterprises, science and state as well as of the determined cooperative of the private and public agents. Now, this is all about the environmental micro environment. So, we will